Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Happy Trump has to testify in his latest crook trial. Day to those who celebrate.
Oh, I wish it were televised.
Oh, he's already in caps lock. The bassinet is already.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. He is already. Oh, we're in caps lock. Yeah. Our country is under the highest level of threat ever, and all the DOJ and the FBI want to do is go after Donald Trump and his family. Sad. There's always one afterthought. Election interference.
Oh, so he didn't finish?
That's always like an hour later.
Yeah.
The rest of it's alright. It's
All
the
right.
same bullpup. Okay. I don't know. Don't you feel like it should be a bigger story that the whole Trump is going to arrest everybody? Yeah. Because they're going to have a military coup and
Yeah.
Yes. That's also, a lot of theories about polling because they are. I think Victor Shi points out there's a poll last week showing Biden up by 7.
Yeah.
So I think we should remember all those polls that gave us rumbly tumbly full diapers that Obama was going to lose by I don't know how much a year out, right? I think it's just because how different it is this year, though,
Yeah.
right? Because it's Trump, a 4 times indicted rapist, insurrectionist. Like it just you're like, how in what universe could this even be? A question. But anyway. Also, Speaker God Warrior.
Oh my God, that one.
I'm sorry. Did I
There's
read
new stuff
this
coming
correctly?
out about their son.
Yeah,
Do I feel
the
like
one
this
that's
is,
never in the
he's going to
picture.
last less than the Scaramucci
think
or
so.
ahead of lettuce?
Yeah.
No, not just the adopted.
The porn stuff?
Yes, that he and his son
Son.
checked each other's porn
Yeah, there's a site,
usage and
there's
something.
an app that
Okay.
will do that.
All right.
Yeah, they like coordinated their porn usage.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Right. That seems perfectly normal.
My God.
Okay. so, yeah, we'll
Called
get to all that,
covenant
but I don't
something.
just the whole military coup arresting all your. Oh, Bob makes that point too. That it is possible to flood the zone with these kind of polls because it's going to prove his point, like, oh, it's stolen again,
Right.
and we need to have a full coup this time because blah blah blah. Oh my God! And good for we have one one Eric Bollerting, with George Stephanopoulos. Thank you. Like held Steve Scalise. We have the audio 5 times saying, "Can you just say Biden won the election?" And he wouldn't. Right. By the way, what is this horse about? Oh, some states didn't follow their own. Blah, blah, blah.
That's not
We were in the
true.
middle of a pandemic. States are allowed to make their own rules for how their people can safely vote during a pandemic.
Exactly.
Nobody it's like. George Stephanopoulos, like 60-something lawsuits. No, there was no fraud. States are allowed to follow their own rules. They didn't. Anyway. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little all over the place. Tusk! Okay.
Why do you keep yelling penis at me?
Yeah,
Mommy said
Stop yelling penis.
Mommy said a long weekend losing.
and your team lost.
This is a lot of scoring. 52-42. You goo Huskies. Okay.
So that's why I was seeing like people with Huskies stuff on at Six Flags yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I was in my day, we never lost. Now I guess. But Jen Rubin, among many, said among young voters, Biden was up by more than 25 in a CBS poll. So something is screwy in this New York Times poll. It's a weird dichotomy, isn't it, Jody, to go, don't get happy, stay scared, stay terrified, and yet don't let it freak you out to the point. First of all, eyes on the prize. There's an election tomorrow. As Rachel
Virginia.
Bidikofer says, real results. That's what keeps happening is Democrats keep winning. And, there is obviously clicks and ratings, as you always say, Chris, in these, scare polls where we're all
yeah.
oh my God. And then the actual results keep coming in and Democrats keep winning big in state after state. Virginia, get out there. Vote for Carl Frist tomorrow. Glenn Youngkin is telling you he's going to do an abortion ban.
Mm-hmm.
Get out and vote tomorrow. That's what I get afraid of is people freak out at what's a year from now. And you can go look at, Obama. Remember all those Obama headlines? Oh, Victor Shi. Wait, did he?
What?
Yeah,
It's in there.
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. I don't, that's the problem with having you print all of Twitter. Good luck to me finding any of it. That I was,
Oh dear.
yeah. Anyway.
It was only 60.
Was it really 60?
20 pages.
That's a lot, Stephanie.
Apologize for that. Okay. Anyway, what was my point?
Victor Shi.
Yeah,
polling.
it's not to get freaked out or depressed or whatever, because that's again, just get out and vote. Bob Seska, our buddy, our pal, don't get happy.
No.
He said it's okay to be a little freaked out by the prospect of Donald winning again and what that will mean for democracy and the future of humanity. Even if he were down 5 points in the New York Times Siena poll, the stakes are real. The threat is real. Stay focused. Act accordingly. Use it. That's, we do all have 2016 PTSD from going, Trump's going to be in jail. He whatever. Biden's going to, it's going to be a landslide, blah, blah, blah. And then we get complacent. But that being said, I do think he's going to be in jail and Biden's going to win. However, we need to take the House and the Senate as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so a lot to talk about. Who said, Chris? You can disagree with Joe Biden, but on his worst day, he will be 100 times better than Trump and the right-wing Republicans. Who said that?
Foghorn Leghorn.
No, that was Bernie Sanders defending President Biden, who Rashida Tlaib accused of genocide over the weekend. Chris, you and I go out on a limb and defend her, and then she does the thing accusing Biden of genocide in Gaza. Oh God,
She made a commercial.
oh God,
Yeah, she did.
And the river to the sea thing, Chris.
She needs to stop with that.
Yes, everybody from Andrew Lautman to Malcolm Nance to Fred Gutenberg called her out on that. That it is absolutely a phrase used by Hamas, and people know what it means, and it's the destruction of all Jews. I mean, I appreciate her, like the sentiment in her saying this isn't what I meant,
Right.
but okay.
She knows better.
I could find. Oh, here, look! Oh my God,
Look at
you
you
know what's
found it.
weird? It's like I just opened a deck of cards. The ace. What are the chances?
The ace of spades,
oh my
right
God,
there.
I have like 75 pages. Yes, she tweeted, from the river to the sea is an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, not death, destruction, or hate. My work and advocacy is always centered in justice and dignity for all people, no matter faith or ethnicity. Andrew Loffer was the first one to respond. She's respectfully, Congresswoman, from the river to the sea is a slogan standing for the destruction of Israel and genocide of the Jews. Jordan River to the Mediterranean. Hamas leaders have said as much. Please delete it from your video. And Malcolm Nance and Fred Gutenberg, and obviously I think stronger words than that. Here it is. Oh,
Look
I'm
at
just
you.
lucky. I'm feeling lucky. Does anyone want to play poker this morning? Look at that. Just popped
I
right
have
up.
a feeling you're not very good at bluffing.
Tusk! Okay. Here we go. That's my poker strategy.
Okay, yeah.
Don't tell me that you want me. Okay, here we go. Fred Gutenberg said you have zero credibility, Rashida Tlaib, and you are wrong. I stand with POTUS. Your bold explanation of river to sea is more of your lies and only reinforces the fact that you are a disgusting, vile, anti-Semitic person who is okay with hate and violence targeted at Jews. Oh dear, everyone's getting very heated again, Chris. I thought we had reached a brief détente.
No.
But it's no more fair for Rashida Tlaib to accuse Biden of
Genocide.
being for genocide than
It's
it is
not.
for Marjorie Taylor Greene to call her a terrorist and say
right.
she's leading an insurrection, which she did nothing of the sort.
Right.
And as I said Friday, Jody, she has every right to have the Palestinian flag outside her door, even after the 7th, because the Hamas, that's the point we keep trying to make. Hamas is not Palestinians, and Palestinians are not all Hamas. Oh, can I...
Both sides need to stop with the hyperbole.
I agree.
Yes, we decided on Friday, Chris, that anyone that engages in hyperbole is worse than Hitler.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
There. That'll settle that down.
Oh, yeah, that'll solve the Mideast crisis right there.
Lisa says, would you like your favorite comfort food for dinner or a bowl of burning hot broken glass covered in arsenic? I can't decide. I don't see a difference. That's what it sounds like to me when people say they can't choose between Biden and Trump.
Same.
Thank you. I do agree with someone that said, I don't want to live in a country where it's even a vague possibility that Donald Trump could be president again. I mean, speaking of, cut to, what did you call it?
Did you lose it
Rude
again?
Pundit, who joins us in a few minutes, said too about, Republicans are 11 billion times worse, Chris. Right in front of me, House Republicans introduced legislation to expel Palestinians from the United States. Not only not welcome
Right.
any,
them.
expel all the Palestinians. I mean, you have George Takei and others talking about, this
sounds familiar.
This sounds internment campy already. I mean, this is, this is just
That's
insane.
hyperbole.
Yes, and it is worse than.
We should stop engaging in
Right.
hyperbole.
Yes, Rude Pundit said, always remember whenever you think Democrats or Republicans are here by miles and miles and miles. And they have miles to go before we sleep. Okay. There it is, my first drink of the day, ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And ZBiotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.